All right, ladies and gents, so here is our first example on using the discriminant to understand the zeros of a function. So here is our quadratic, g of x equals x squared plus 2x minus 3. And what I'm going to begin by doing is I'm going to begin by calculating b squared minus 4ac for this particular parabola. So you'll notice in this case, a is 1, and b is 2, and c is negative 3. So b squared would be 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 3. Let me just adjust this slightly so we can see this just a smidge better. Hang on just a second. Oh, there we are. So when I complete this calculation, I will have 4 minus negative 12 or plus 12, which is 16. So my discriminant in this particular case, my b squared minus 4ac is 16. So since my discriminant is a positive 16, I know that this parabola should have 2 roots. Now we can confirm that 2 ways. We can confirm that by completing the quadratic formula, and we can also confirm that by looking at a graph of the function. So I'm going to show us the more complicated way to confirm that first, and that's to use the complete quadratic formula. So x equals opposite b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Notice that because I've already done the calculation for my discriminant, I can take what I get and plug it in under the square root in my quadratic formula. So now I'm ready to kind of simplify things a little bit here. The square root of 16 is 4. So I've got negative 2 plus or minus 4 divided by 2 times 1, which is 2. So this is the point at which I can look at my 2 possible solutions. I have x equals negative 2 plus 4 divided by 2, and I have x equals negative 2 minus 4 divided by 2. In this case, I get 2 divided by 2, which is 1, and over here I get negative 6 divided by 2, which gives me negative 3. So when I do that, I do in fact end up seeing that this quadratic, this parabola, has 2 roots or x-intercepts, one at x equals 1 and one at x equals negative 3. Now I can confirm that by looking at a graph of this parabola. If you're patient with me for just 1 second here, I'll show you. This is a graph of what this particular parabola looks like. I just used Desmos and I typed in the quadratic that I was given. And then you'll notice here, pardon my fingers there, that it has an x-intercept at 1, 0, which is exactly what the quadratic formula told us it would be, and also at negative 3, 0. So this is a quadratic that had a positive discriminant, which indicated to us that the graph would have exactly 2 roots, and we use the quadratic formula to find those 2 roots. So here's our first discriminant example. Hope you enjoyed it.